All right. Hopefully you can hear me. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to the season 10 roundup show here at the end of the 10th regular season in our history. Dwayne, how you doing tonight? What a wonderful season it was.
Yeah, sorry about the technical difficulties there, everybody, but it has been a wonderful season, and here we are at the end of the 10th season of play in the XBL. 3 long years of play to bring us to this 10th season. Tons of history, tons of games, tons of records set. And lots of fun stuff to go over, more plays of the season, more things like that. And it's just a pleasure to be here and wrap it up with you all once again.
Yeah, we sit here. We have quite the show planned out for you tonight. We've got brackets. We've got awards of a couple different kinds. We've got the plays of the year. And we, of course, we have a bit of a surprise at the end of the show. So all in good time. And we will start with the brackets. And when it comes to the AA, there really isn't much of a bracket to talk about because it's all set and done. And as if you watched the match of the week on Saturday night where we interviewed the champion live, Diesel is the winner in 6 games, defeating the Jackrabbits.
Yeah, huge congratulations to D-Sil getting it done, becoming our second ever AA champion, and coming up against a really tough seed in the Jackrabbits and Cougar 94, who looked like the favorite to win it pretty much all the way through. That Hikers offense really came out to play.
Yeah, so another big congrats to Hikers, who made his booth debut as well on Saturday. So it's been a big week for the champion. Big congrats. And we'll move right on into the AAA, where we can kind of go over the brackets, and we'll give our predictions as far as the AAA, and we'll go top left down to bottom left and then across. So on the yellowfin quadrant of the bracket, we can talk about the Rhinos, the Piranhas, the Heavy Hitters, and Chesapeake Bay. What do you think of those matchups, Dwayne?
Well, you look right to the Rhinos and the Piranhas. I think that's going to be a pretty straightforward one. For's Latanimal, who had a very good, surprising season for the rookie, clinching that 8th seed with an above 500 record. I think he's going to go in there strong against the Piranhas and sweep it.
Yep, I believe I would go with a sweep as well. And as for the Heavy Hitters and Joe Beje, Tezzy easily the most well-adjusted of the 3 AA graduates, earning himself the 9th seed, taking on Joe Beje, who, granted, has improved on his previous season, but is still struggling. Job, always an upset candidate. People who are around longer than me love to remind people that Job was he once knocked out Government, who us newcomers know as a great player. So you could see a win or two off of Tezzy, but I think the Heavy Hitters do take it.
Yeah, I think that is probably going to be the case as well. But Job, like you said, upset potential indeed. He also showed a little bit more just grit, offensive ability towards the end of the season as he wrapped up his game. So going into the playoff tournament, it will be interesting to see if he's able to upset Tezzy, who might, take him a little bit too lightly at that 16 spot.
And down in the Delivery Boys quadrant, which is, of course, Delivery Boys getting the double bye, you can see Wolfie Lion and his Wolfie Lions getting a single bye. He awaits the winner of Phil and his Pokey OGs versus Eduardo and the Sirloins. That, to me, is a potential 5-gamer, and I think I've got Eduardo pulling it out in 5.
Best of 3 in the first round of the AAA Weave.
You're right. Sorry. Okay. Call it 2-1 Phil then. Or 2-1 Eduardo. Sorry.
You're calling it 2-1 Eduardo. I'm going to go the other direction and say it could be 2-0 Phil, because we saw Phil sweep Eduardo earlier in the regular season. He shut him down pretty good. 2 guys that really know what they're doing on the mound. So that will be an interesting series to watch and see who gets the privilege of facing the Wolfie Lions. I think it is going to be the Pokey OGs.
And that takes us to the top right half quadrant of that bracket, which is the Wishbone part of the bracket. He gets the double bye. And Bennings, another impressive rookie, gets that single bye, and he awaits the winner of the Foxes. That's Blue Panther, and a AA graduate. That is Goldfinger.
Yeah, Goldfinger showed us on Match of the Week when he played M. Bennings, who was at that number 7 seed, that he's not to be taken too lightly at the 15 spot. He could shock Blue Panther, but Blue Panther has got one of the higher averages actually in the AAA. So his offense was going to be what Goldfinger is going to look to stifle, but I think it will be the Foxes in 2 games.
Yeah, I'm actually going to call for the upset here. I've got Goldfinger taking it to the maximum 3 games, so a 2-1 upset for that match of the week rematch, which would be pretty interesting considering how it did go down. And then in the final quadrant down there, the double bye belongs to Rainey. There's a single bye there for Oxbox and his holograms, and he awaits the winners of Rick's and the Hippies and Tam Danitz, the Hudson Softies. And I would have to kind of maybe side with the upset magic that Tam has and say maybe a Tam victory here.
Yeah, Tam victory in 3 games seems like maybe the most likely scenario, but the Hippies showed a strong 500 season. Rick's in that rookie season was also pretty strong on the mound, so I think as long as the Ricks we saw more in the first half comes out to play instead of the second half, a little bit more scoring and things like that, it would go their way. But like you said, Tam has the upset potential, and I see this going 3 games no matter who comes out of it.
Very interesting playoff picture here in the AAA first round, always wild. And we'll get on into the XBL, where playoff action has begun. Granted, nothing has been finished. We'll start in the top left part of the bracket, where Ashnod awaits the winner between myself and Kekayula 24, and obviously I believe in myself there, but I won't give an official prediction. I'll let you take that.
Many have that one pointed out, I think, to be the classic 5-gamer of the XBL's first round. So we'll see if the 8v9 brings us the 5 games that were promised once again, as they did last season. I'm going to pick the Crazies in 5 at 3-2, but, you know, it's really just a coin flip.
Yeah, super excited to get that one started. And below that, where Luke Archer controls the bracket, is one of the series that has already begun. That's you, Dwayne, versus GTM SNBA. And his team Liquid, you guys splitting your first 2 games, so a great series thus far. I expect it to be great the whole way. I'm expecting probably 5 games, and I think you could pull it out. I think this is a matchup that you find favorable, if I'm not mistaken.
It's the classic tale, the veteran and the rookie. I'm just going to keep my fingers crossed all the way through and play my best baseball.
Yeah, very intriguing 5 versus 12 matchup there. Last season's 5 versus 12 also went 5 games, if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully we see that again from the neutral fan perspective. In the top right, the Birdies part of the bracket, the number 2 seed, Floribel, of course, fellow broadcaster. He awaits the winner between Corruptions and the Prowlers, Doso and the Firebirds, who finishes 10th. That's his highest finish ever. A great pitcher in Doso, great hitter in Corruptions. Something's going to give there. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting indeed. I think this one is going to go in favor of the hitting of the Prowlers. Corruptions has looked hot all year long. Great improvements from the AAA champion of Season 9. But Doso might give him a run for his money. You know that lockdown pitching is going to come out and show its head at some point in this series. I'm thinking Prowlers in 4.
Yeah, I'm also calling Prowler's victory in. I agree. I think 4. Doso, extremely good pitcher. Almost never gets blown out, it seems like. So I expect the games to be close. I expect him to take one maybe at the bowl. So we'll see what happens. And then in the final part of the bracket, this one is almost wrapped up. Well, it could be half depending on how it goes. But the Surfers already up to a big 2-0 advantage on No Hummus and the Stags. No Hummus, obviously very tenacious player. I could see him getting one back probably. And then I think the Surfers win in the 4th game.
Yeah, I'm thinking Surfers in 4 as well, but you never know how quickly one game can snowball into 2, and maybe we'll see a game 5 out of that series. It's all going to be on the Stags to make a big showing in games number 3 and 4.
And of course, Ted Danson looming for the winner, and that will be very interesting. The Final 4 in general is going to be very interesting as we go on. And speaking of going on, let's get into the plays of the year as ranked by myself and Dwayne. We have 10 of them for you, ranging from the entire season. And at number 10, we start with a relatively recent play, and a play you really don't, I don't feel like you don't see that often. It's a ground ball double play, but it comes on the back of a bit of a toe drag at the base.
Yeah, for a minute when I saw this one live, I had no idea what had happened. I thought there was some sort of glitch that meant the ball was still off the ground or something. But what you see is Finite dragging his toe right across the bag, unintentionally on the dive. But it's a great play to get the double play and keep the game close.
Yeah, all on the ground. Very unique play. You can argue, realism or lack thereof, but in my opinion, it's just a very interesting play. I thought it was worth throwing on there, and that'll take us to the number 9 play, which is an offensive play, and it comes from Rainey in a game versus Blue Panther. Down to his final out, ties the game with a homer, and as we will see in just a couple of pitches, he wins it with a homer.
Yeah, I mean, what more can you really ask for in extra innings? That one crushed at 452 feet. And like you said, he's about to line another one up here. We'll see the distance on that. But either way, it closes the book on this one against Blue Panther. And a great season for the Moons was had at, I believe, 20-11 or 21-11. Or, excuse me.
Securing a top. Yeah, securing a top seed nonetheless. I believe back-to-back seasons, very impressive there. And this was a great play here to dispatch of Blue Panther and get that victory late. So we'll get into the number 8 play of the year, and this comes from week 1, if I'm not mistaken. At first glance, of course, looks like a tied game 3-run walk-off homer, which is great. But the context, of course, B. Hagen, I believe, entered this inning down either 5-1 or 5-0.
I'm pretty sure it was 5-0. This is the 8-run comeback from the Megafauna to win this game against GTM. Like you said, week one, anything could have happened then for both the teams in a young season. But this comeback goes down, I mean, in the books for a long time, one of the biggest ones we've seen.
Yeah, incredible ninth inning comeback against a player that obviously, like at the time we couldn't have known, but a player who finished very high. So all the more impressive there for B. Hagen, which takes us to our next play of the year, which I am happy to say comes from myself. It's from one of the final weeks here against Astronaut's Coupon as he was playing catch up. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the wrong play. It was a dive in the right center field gap. This was a nice.
We do have an issue here. Yeah, but I'm not sure what got mixed up.
This was a nice play. I will say that. But the real play, a very well timed, if I do say so myself, gap in the deepest part over there in right center field. I'll take a little credit for that on that great play. And we can get into the next clip here, which comes from Luke Archer versus myself. This is early on, and it is a nice dive to save 2 runs. It would have completely flipped the script of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. You were ready there to get right back into it with a huge couple of runs, and that's a very, very well-timed dive from Luke, who's not usually known for his defense, but he got it done right there. He had to make it happen.
Yeah, the 2 runners there, if I score, get back in the game, and who knows what happens. So a huge momentum swing there. Great work from Luke, and that takes us to the number 5 play of the season, which is also a recent play, and this is Chad Chaddington. Who else but Chad Chaddington? Robbing the flash of what would have been a walk-off double. That runner certainly would have scored, ended the game. Instead, they played on, and I believe Hummus won.
Yeah, that ball reaches the corner in Motor Yard. It has the potential to bounce around and slow down quite a bit, so anybody with decent speed is going to score from first there, and that catch from Chaddington was absolutely clutch. Absolutely clutch. Had to be made over the shoulder.
And our number 4 play of the week is another great play with context here. This is Finite, of course. We went over this on the last roundup that we had a couple of weeks ago, breaking the all-time hits record, surpassing, of course, Alec A.D. with this homer versus Ted Danson. Just a nice moment for Finite, a historical player.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got, a championship under his belt. 9 seasons, I believe, under his belt as well now as he completed his 10th one here. So to have the all-time hit record, that's just a big stamp on his longevity, on his skill in this game.
And for our number 3 play of the week, we go back to Colonial Plaza. It's rainy at the plate, but it's Rise and Fall in right center field. Similar to that play we saw with No Hummus, robbing the flash of a walk-off extra base hit. Rise and Fall does the same here, sends it to extras on a ball that surely, especially with the runner going, this game is as good as over.
Yeah, absolutely. If that just hits the ground, it's over in a second, as that runner had a ton of speed. Stealer trade, it would have been done in a flash. So Rise clung on there. Didn't end up winning the game, but that one is enough to make it onto the play of the year list with a very, very well-timed dive.
Our number 2 play of the season comes again from Bubba Blue and B. Hagen, 3-2 in favor of the Megafauna. Luke looking to tie it up in the 9th. B. Hagen says no.
B. Hagen says no indeed, and this is huge for the Megafauna. Another one where they win right at the last breath here on this list, but on the defensive end, that's a great throw to clinch it up at 3-2.
Yeah, that forkball flipped into center, and a 99 throw, and he gets him by an absolute hair to win the game. You can't have a more clutch defensive play, or can you? Because the number 1 play of the season is also a game ender, and it comes in the Motor Yard. It comes courtesy of Floribel and the Beaky Bay Birdies, robbing corruptions of a walk-off homer.
This was huge. If you were watching this, I think you held your collective breath, and you thought this one was getting over the wall, but just well-timed, just a bit late it even looks like there from Floribel. The play of the season indeed, to steal away a win from the Prowlers.
Yeah, we'll check that out one more time. It is worth it. This is a absolutely electric play, especially given the circumstances, given the pressure. Not everyone is going to make the right decision, the right timing, but he did. He gets the win in a series that maybe if our predictions come true, we'll see the rematch in the quarterfinals. But that is your number one play of the season, as determined just by Dwayne and I. What an excellent year for highlights. Keep sending them in, as we keep going on into playoffs, into future seasons, etc. With that, we have a segment that's a bit new on the roundup. We haven't done this the last two seasons, but courtesy of some fancy wishbone spreadsheetery and your guys' participation, we have individual player awards. And we have them for all three leagues. So we can start with the AA. Remember, these are the players within the game, so not us, not the people controlling them. Your MVP in the AA, Brandon Emerson of the Porgs with 8 homers and a 1574 OPS. The Best Pitcher award goes to Benny Sutcliffe of the Jackrabbits with his 1.38 ERA and his almost 8 K per 9 ratio. Mallory Wells was the best reliever, so a couple of Jackrabbits pitchers getting recognized there. The 1.86 batting average against, just excellent. Defensive team of the year with no errors was the Birmingham Blurs, so those guys committing no errors. And then the speediest team, the Pittsburgh Porgs, with 50 stolen bases.
Congratulations to all of our AA in-game player award winners. A little bit of representation there for all the hard work everybody gets to put in. And we're going to move on now to the AAA in-game player awards, where we will see our MVP go to Ann Sausage of the Delivery Boys with a stunning 19 home runs, 53 RBIs, and a 1476 OPS. Moving on to the best pitcher, we have Damari Cobb making an appearance with 63 innings pitched, 0.68 whip, and a 1.29 ERA on the Queen City Rhinos and Zlatanimals team. The best reliever of the season in the AAA goes to Poof Dot Disappeareth of the Holograms, 50 innings pitched, a .88 whip, and a 1.80 ERA. The defensive team of the year, the Yucca Valley Yellowfins, with another 0 error, 1,000 fielding percentage season. Congratulations to them. And the speediest team again, the Holograms, will be awarded that with 109 stolen bases. That's got to be some sort of record. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a staggering amount. And I believe only 30 caught steals, so a solid ratio there for the speediest team. And we'll go into the XBL now, where we have the MVP, the Triple Crown winner, Paul Butterfield. I believe it's a first baseman, 22 homers, 53 RBIs, batting .536. The best starting pitcher, I'm proud to say, was my own Mimeyoshi there at 60 and a third innings pitched, whip under 1. Best reliever was Chris Kyle at 69 innings pitched, 2.09 ERA, just excellent. The defensive team, those Beaky Bay Birdies, did not commit one error for that 1,000 fielding percentage. And the Quebec No Names stealing 104 bases and I believe only getting caught 35 times. So congratulations to all these guys.
Yeah, congratulations to all of our in-game player award winners across all 3 tiers. Very, very cool to see all the representation across the board from everybody.
So with that, we move on to the more traditional awards, and we're going to start with Rookie of the Year, and we're going to start with the AA. This AA newcomer put up staggering numbers at the plate, leading the league in home runs and walks, while also placing in the top 3 in hits, batting average, and runs scored. Season 10's Rookie of the Year is Ben McNineteen. He edges out Natron in a close vote, with M. Coombs placing 3rd.
Congratulations to Ben on the Rookie of the Year in the AA. Great showing from the Razorbacks, and we're going to move on now to the AAA. This AAA freshman with the league's hottest logo took the competition by storm, achieving a double bye in his first ever trip to the postseason. He placed in the top 4 in every offensive category and led the league in walks. McDonut is your newest AAA Rookie of the Year, receiving all 6 first-place votes, and Bennings and Platonimal also received points for this award.
Yeah, congratulations, unanimous Rookie of the Year in the AAA McDonut, which takes us to the XBL Rookie of the Year. Season 10's rookie class was one for the ages, but only one can receive this honor. Racking up 23 wins along with the league's 3rd best batting average, GTMS NBA has been selected as the Rookie of the Year. While his margin of victory was dominant, all 5 rookies received at least 1 point in the voting.
Yeah, congratulations to all our rookies for representing truly in the XBL. That was definitely our biggest rookie class and best rookie class since Season 8, where we went cross-platform. So it's great to see good high-level recruits coming in and making it a great competition. Really, really good to see. And congratulations to GTM. We're going to move on now to the Most Improved Player Awards. We're going to start off with the AA. One of the most enthusiastic players in any league, this returning AA player added more than 100 points to his batting average and almost tripled his run production. The great D-Sil has been elected the most improved AA player, defeating newcomer Natron and fellow veteran Cougar.
Big congratulations to the eventual champion of that AA, Diesel, the most improved player and very well deserved in my opinion. And on to the AAA most improved player of the year. Perhaps the poster child for the benefits of practice, this workhorse transformed himself into a force in Season 10, en route to a 10-win improvement. He also successfully turned in better results in nearly every single trackable metric. Oxbox has won the Season 10 AAA Most Improved Player Award, defeating fellow colleagues Wishbone Rules and Wolfie Lion.
Congratulations, Ox, on that huge Most Improved Player Award. That's very well deserved. And we're going to move on to the XBL. After clawing his way into the Season 9 playoff dance, this methodical player laid waste to the field in Season 10, claiming the number 3 seed and achieving a 12-win improvement. The ever-famous Ted Danson is this season's most improved player. Doso, Corruptions, and No Name also received points for this award.
Yeah, just a no-brainer. What an incredible season out of Ted. Should be very proud, of course. So congrats to him, and we'll move on into the Von Asen. And if you're wondering, if you're new, maybe, and you're wondering what this is, Von Asen, of course, named after Platypi pitcher Ace Von Asen. So this is in effect our version of the Cy Young Award, the Best Pitcher Award. And we'll start with the AA. Already renowned for his skills on the mound, this player somehow managed to outdo himself again. Cougar 94 has been selected as the unanimous Von Asen for the second season in a row, thanks to his remarkable pitching metrics, including the only sub-1 whip in the AA. Ben McNineteen placed his second in this vote, with Diesel and Natron also receiving consideration.
Congratulations to Cougar, getting that Von Asen number 2 in a row, and we'll move on to the AAA. The favorite entering the season, this experienced hurler either led or placed top 3 in all pitching categories, including the sole sub-1 whip in the AAA. The dazzling Rainy 84 has unanimously won back-to-back Von Asens in the AAA. Tezzy Do-It-All places second, with Blue Panther and Zlatanimal tying for third.
Yeah, so a couple of back-to-back winners, remarkable achievements for both of them, well-deserved. Congratulations. For the XBL Von Asen Award, this XBL rookie paced the league in opponent's batting average and hits allowed per 9, placed second in strikeouts and whip, and accomplished all this working with the league's second largest innings load. AAA graduate Kekayula 24 earns his spot in history as the new XBL Von Asen winner. His first round playoff opponent, Weaver for Prez, takes second, while fellow rookie Jam Paladin claims third. Slugger Floribel also received voting points.
Congratulations to Kek, getting that well-deserved Von Asen award. Sorry, just making an edit on the fly. We're going to move on now to the AA, where we will see our AA winner. This AA rookie turned on the gas in his first season, placing in the top 3 in every single offensive category while sporting the most elite scoring rate. The fearsome slugger Natron claims the AA Long Ballo Award in Season 10, narrowly defeating D-Sil, while Ben McNineteen falls into third place.
Yeah, huge congratulations to those Porgs, absolutely raking in their first ever AA season. So big congrats on the Long Ballo Award, the Best Hitter Award. And that brings us to the AAA Long Ballo Award. The storied rise of this player has been a sight to behold for 3 seasons now, as the back-to-back most improved player now claims the coveted Long Ballo. He scorched the league with his league-high batting average and runs per 9, all while claiming the league's top seed. Phillies Rock 29 adds a new trophy to his cabinet tonight. Wishbone Rules, McDonough, and M. Bennings all received points in this vote.
Yeah, back-to-back most improved and now a Long Ballo for the Chirping Cabinet. Congratulations to Phillies Rock getting it done in the AAA this season. And now the final award we have to hand out, the XBL Long Ballo. Who else but this undisputed king of the dinger? For the second season in a row, the eye-popping power numbers from Ashnod's coupon earn him the Long Ballo Award in the XBL. He wins unanimously, with second place going to Florabelle and third place to Luke Archer.
Yes, back-to-back Long Ballo Awards for the great masher, Ashnod. Who else? Very well deserved. And a big one last congratulations to all the winners tonight. Just some excellent seasons all around in these different categories, and they should all be proud. Just great work all around. Well, we have one more thing to go over tonight, don't we, Dwayne? What is this little surprise we've got here?
Yeah, so the little surprise we talked to you guys about before, we teased a little bit beforehand, we have for you now, as we will drop the flyer for the inaugural XBL Cup. This is going to be something new we're going to have over the off season in order to get more games in, get some more players involved that have played with us in the past. If you have played at least one season in the past, as you see here on the list, you'll be able to play in this tournament. It's going to be auto ego, not strictly auto ego, as we will be getting together with everybody who wants to participate, and we will be establishing where that ego lies. But it could be higher than 90, it could be lower than 75, depending on how everything works out with your auto ego setting as it is right now and where you are in our league tier system. So this is going to be an exciting way for everybody to get more games in. The more people that play will be able to increase the number of games that will be played, and it's going to be over the off season, and it will be a distinct award that you win. It'll be like winning, rookie of the year or most improved player. That XBL Cup's going to go next to your name forever. So this is a big deal.
Yeah, and it's again open to anyone who has completed at least one season. So you could see anyone from season 1 to season 10. Lots of names there in that field. Anyone who wants in to compete against each other. So it's not like a normal season where you only play strictly the people in your tier. It's going to be pretty wide open, and I think it's going to make for a lot of interesting matches. So hopefully we get a lot of interest in that. There'll be more info about that once it gets closer. Obviously, for now, the focus is the AAA and the XBL playoffs, which have already begun. So thank you guys so much for joining us here on this Tuesday evening, the Season 10 Roundup. Congratulations again to all the winners, and the next time we'll see you on this channel will be for the semifinals, either the AAA or XBL, whichever we get to first. Traditionally, we carry both semifinals, or all 4 semifinals really, and then both World Series for the 2 leagues. So a lot of action to come. And thank you all so much for hanging out with us. I've been Weaver, and Dwayne, it's all yours.
Thank you, Weaver. Thank you all for joining us tonight and joining us all together again for another great season of XBL. It's been a pleasure to put it all on for you, put together these awards, and to get everything going for you. And we're going to look forward to the semifinals in the World Series now, like Weaver said. So just get those playoff games in, get them scheduled, and look forward to the Cup as well. It's an exciting new thing that we're going to be having for everybody to get games in. So without further ado, we're going to head off here. I appreciate, again, everyone's participation, and we will see you on the flip side.